Hello, I'd just like to remind you to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the guild if you haven't already. Back to the video. Hello people, and welcome back to News Review. This week there are the power releases of the jackpots of the Digimon series. However, this is probably the first time ever that a power release has actually made a card worse. So let's get into it. People are pretty mad about this already, if you've been following Chinese Reddit, but I'll go over it again. First off is Taichi and Agumon's power release into War Greymon. Leader skill has been changed. The one thing that was like somewhat good was if you dissolve a set of 4 more runestones, you get 4 combos. Yeah, that's actually gone, and it's just been replaced with more attack boosts that are conditional. And it's just not very good, because not every enemy you run into will be beast or dragon. I mean, you will have 2 groups of fire runestones, as you know, in the team skill, but that comes in the form of something bad, because what has been changed here? Let's see. Oh yeah, this has been added. At the end of the round, turn the column below War Greymon into Enchanted Fire Dragon runestones. This is the problem of the other jackpot of destroying your own board. This destroys, once again, 10 runestones on either, not on either side. It destroys 5 runestones on either side, but it is board destruction, and that's just not okay. The other thing that was added is by dissolving 6 groups of runestones in the first batch, damage will be dealt regardless of fixed combo shield and skill CDs of Digi-Destined members -1. Now, where would you get 6 groups if you've got a destroyed board with 2 groups on either side? You get that by activating the active by exploding 3 rows to generate 6 combos of heart and fire. I'll talk more about that in a sec, but you can basically only get this unless you get relatively lucky. Destroying the board is not only destroying the board, it makes you it actively sabotages this, because you end up having 20 runestone space in the middle, and then you dissolve 6. That means you have to find 4 groups in the middle. That's not hard, but with the enemy's shield as well, you gotta dissolve specifically 6 groups. That's basically putting fixed combo shield on yourself to ignore fixed combo shield. I'm just why would you do this? Gintoki can just do this on his own. I don't know what they've done to this War Greymon, and that's partly why people are so mad. That it's because they removed the good stuff about the pre-power release version and then added stuff that is basically useless. Apart from that, onto the active CD7. Deal fire damage of 20 mil. I mean, that's okay, I guess. The 3 rows I've talked about, and then for 1 round damage we get regardless of duet, trio, quartet, quintet, elemental shield. Now, this is global ignoring, but this also sucks because, first off, quintet elemental shields, in the event that you can solve them, are probably the easiest ones that you don't need to ignore. And second off, there are so many cards that can ignore duet, trio, quartet, and quintet. I mean, you really don't need to ignore duet or trio, and then quintet, you have so many cards that can ignore it. This card is basically replaceable in that regard. And then ignore counterattack is very situational. So that's why this card is in the 50 diamond tier, even though it is a 1% jackpot. Truly sad. People are waiting for the Omegamon or something. Hopefully that'll be good, but I think in lore, if I remember correctly, I haven't watched this anime, but I just looked up a little bit of it. You have to combine the Greymon and the Garurumon, so I mean, if they manage to flip this around, they will, but whatever. Moving on to Guruman. As a leader, nothing much has changed. Basically, more attack. They have made this slightly better, I think. Let's see. Yeah, they just added attack boosts. There's not much to say about this. There's just more attack boosts. I think this is new. The beast runestones on your sky drop. But Apart from that, the active skill health has been changed. CD8, freeze all enemies for 2 rounds to inactivate them and change them into water. Deal water damage of 5 mil to them each round. Explode all runestones, including frozen runestones, generate beast runestones. And then water and heart can be dissolved singly or in groups of 2 or more. Standard, not good, not bad, 50 diamonds. People say that this card is also basically being prepared as a member for the Water Beast Black card. I mean, probably, maybe, I don't know. Next up is Magna Angemon and Angewomon. What are these names, man? This is a branched evolution of the card with the longest name ever, which means that you can actually evolve one into the other and the other back into the first, so you don't have to keep like 2 copies of the card around. For its leader skill, I think they tweaked the stats a little bit to make it a bit more. Damage received minus 40. I think this was not here before. On both sides it will be 80, so this is pretty good inbuilt damage reduction already. It can have light members and gods and digidestined members, so the member pool is very large for this card, which is why I think it's actually the best jackpot out of these ones. Once again, I mean, it fulfills the prophecy that one of the sub jackpots will be better than the main jackpot, but this is probably, this is a pretty bad main jackpot, if I do say so myself. This is the same thing. Light moonstones dropped on the left, heart moonstones dropped on the right. Nothing really new here except for this, where it's damage dealt to dark and demon enemies times 2 additionally. Good bonus. It has 2 active skills once again, but these are different this time. Both CD6 turn dark runestones into enchanted light god runestones. For 2 rounds, the character attack times 6 and ignores duet, trio, quartet, and quintet and defense. So, I mean, testament to how bad the Greymon was. This card can just ignore it itself. If you put this card into the Greymon's team, it can ignore duet, trio, quartet, and quintet all by itself. You don't need a global ignoring, And then for a second active, explode non-light runestones, generate enchanted runestones. The runestones that generate might still be light. Wait, no, might still be... Well, they will be whatever. Sorry, I misread this. Explode non-light runestones, generate enchanted runestones of any type. And then for 2 rounds, the character launches 7 extra attacks as much as 50% of its attack. If an enemy is defeated, the skill stays in play, so this is a stat booster as long as you can defeat enemies. That's pretty good. Moving on to the free cards. First of an ultimate stage card, Piedmon, not Paimon, from Genshin Impact. CD6 for 1 round, Fire, Heart, and Dark also possess the effects of each other. Character attack times 4, ignore defense, and for each group of attributed runestones dissolved on the first batch, the character launches an extra fire attack to the max 4 extra attacks. This card is absolute trash. Moving on. Next up is a horror card, Puppetmon CD6 Fire Machina. Explode 10 runestones in the shape of an X to generate enchanted fire and enchanted earth runestones. Fire and earth have the effect of each other. The character's attack times 2, ignore fixed combo shield. And if all fire or earth are dissolved in the first batch, the character CD minus 4 to the end of the round. I guess one special thing about this card is that it is the second Fire Machina card ever to ignore fixed combo shield after tagging on top of Guruman Lagan, so if you didn't get that as this would be a card to get one of. Last but not least is a Dark Demon event card, Lady Devimon, CD8, venom all enemies to lower attack to 0 and deal damage to them every round. This is the 3rd Dark Demon card to venom enemies ever, the first being the SR Argent of Demons card, and then one from Monster Strike. Being the 3rd card in the specific race and attribute, not that good if you already have the other ones, but if you don't have the other ones, grab this one, I guess. And that is it for the news. Celebration events, not much to say except one returning ultimate stage, Maurice the Ringmaster, a good Dark Demon card again. Leader and ally attack times 3.5, ignores burning and sticky. Alright, that is it for this week's news review. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. If you like this, leave a like. And if you like this in general, please subscribe. I try and make these every week. Alright, that's been this week's news review, and I'll see you next week. See ya!